Okay, so we're going to be going through our Game of the Year awards. We have 12 awards to give out today.
Okay.
We're not going to physically hand it out to them, and I would imagine...
should have got a little trophy to just sit in the middle.
We could have
I
done.
didn't think about that.
If we actually handed it to the developers, I doubt they would even care. But we're going to give them out anyway. So, what we're going to do, we've both come up with our own lists, and then the final award has had to be decided by a third party, because we would be fighting over who should get the final award for days. Okay, so, number one.
Number one.
So what we're going to do is we're going to give our 5... This is kind of like our 5 nominations for Game of the Year.
Okay.
But it's our 5 best games of the year, and then one of these will get the ultimate award right at the end. Yeah. So Jodie, would you like to go first? So what we'll do is, you give us your first one. I'll give us my first one. We'll keep going. So this isn't in any particular order. This is just our 5 best games of the year.
Okay.
So take us away with your number one.
So, it's Crash Bandicoot.
Okay.
The remastered version.
n-sane edition.
Yeah.
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 So why?
Just because it's just bringing back childhood memories, and anyone who's played this game, their childhood memories came back. And I've not even played it, and I really want to play it, and I'm like...
So you got one of your games in it, and you've not even played it?
I know.
No, it's really good. I've played it. A lot.
I bet.
But yeah, it's really good, and it's more than just a normal remaster, because they really did build it from the ground.
Yeah, they've added stuff onto it, and I think it looks really good. So Timmy?
A little bit of inside information on that, actually. They actually had to build it from the ground up, because they don't have the original code for the original game.
Wow.
So I think when Activision bought the rights to Crash Bandicoot, I don't think they actually got the original code of the original game. It either got lost or something went wrong, but basically they had to build it from the ground up. So that's a lot of effort put in there.
Yeah.
Okay, my number one, so not number one game of the year, this is my number one.
Yeah.
So my first one is going to be Mario Odyssey.
Okay.
Mario Odyssey, we all knew it was going to be good, but how good was it actually going to be? And it was a superb game. Beat that game in 2 days.
Yes.
1.5 days more. I was like,
Did you
sat
sleep?
with my wife, I was like, I'm going to just play an hour of it, is that alright on the TV? And she was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And I just didn't stop. And it's just so good. And there's just unlimited moons and stuff to just keep going for.
It's like
I say
that
unlimited,
time.
there's like 900, but...
It's like that time we played that game, and we said to Beth, just one more round and we'll be done. And then we just played the entire game. What was it called?
Played one round?
Yeah.
Do you mean...
Like the driving one. Coffin Dodgers.
Coffin Dodgers?
Was it Coffin Dodgers? I'm not sure.
Is that what it was? You mean the one in the buggies?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay,
and we spent like hours playing it.
Again, another controversial game. You can decide what you think about that later, but yeah. So, your second nomination?
It's Animal Crossing Pocket Edition.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And it's only because it came out this year.
Okay.
Otherwise it would have been Cooking Craze. So I had to change that one at the last minute, but yeah. I had to put a mobile one in there, and that's it.
Okay, wow. Okay, it's cool. I'm glad you're enjoying that much. My second one is Horizon Zero Dawn. What an incredible game that is. So PS4 came out with a corker right at the start of the year. I've had loads of fun. I still haven't actually finished it because it's so big. And my wife even enjoyed watching it and seeing what happens, which is what I never would have expected, because it's literally a tribal woman fighting robotic dinosaurs. Like, that sounds like the worst thing to back in the world, but she loves it. So there you go. That is my number 2. Your number 3
is Assassin's Creed Origin.
Oh, okay.
There's been such a build-up around this one game since it was announced, and we saw it all at E3 and all the rest, and so you got high expectations. That's what it's got.
And it took the cake home.
It did.
I don't know if that's a saying or not. I might have just made up a saying. But yeah, you love a bit of Assassin's Creed, don't you?
I played them all.
So it was good that they took a year off, wasn't it? They managed to come back with
after
something
that dodgy film.
Okay, my number 3 is going to be Splatoon 2.
Oh, okay.
So this, we knew it was going to be good, but how good, and just the additions they've made to it, it's just so fun, and I feel like anybody can pick that up and just enjoy it. But then, if you continue to play, you get better at it. So it's good for beginners, good for veterans. Good game.
Nice.
Number 4, Jodie.
It's Mario Odyssey.
Oh, you also threw that in there as
I
well.
did.
Wow, okay.
Put Mario Odyssey down.
That's a good choice. My number 4, oh, I almost forgot about this and I don't know how because it's so incredible. Cuphead. What a game. If you have an Xbox or a PC, you have to play this game. It is just so incredible. It's got like really old style cartoon graphics and the music's just incredible. The whole thing, and it's so hard, which is so unexpected, but it's just, oh my gosh, just what a game. Just absolutely incredible. Right, your final Game of the Year nomination.
It's Forza Motorsport 7.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay. You are obsessed with those Lamborghinis.
I guess. That yellow and black Lamborghini will one day be mine.
So yeah, I was actually playing that again in 4K HDR last night. I feel like if you're further away from the screen, you appreciate it a lot more. Weird, but it's true.
I think that's what it is.
I played it in 4K on the PC for a while. I'm playing it a bit closer. I don't know, I just didn't wow me as much, but then when I played it on the big screen further away.
Yeah.
Incredible. My final game, which I haven't shut up about all year, is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Again, just absolutely just wow. That's all I've got to say about that game, just wow. So that's all of our nominations for Game of the Year, and you have to stick around till the end to find out what we give Game of the Year. So, the number 2 is most fun playing this year. So this is an award that can be, it's not really just for this year, so it's any game that came out whenever, but you've played the most and enjoyed it the most. Being like, if you think about 2017, this is the game that you just played the most and you can think of the most. What is it for you, Jodie?
It's Minecraft.
Minecraft.
All the way, Minecraft.
You have played it a lot. You've had some heartbreaks with Minecraft this year, haven't you?
Yeah.
Why is that, Jodie? Tell us all about it.
I don't play like story mode. I play the creation side of it, and that's what I love.
Yeah.
I just love it. So I made this little world. Well, it wasn't even little, it was massive. And I mean, it had Pokemon in it, it had the Disney castle in it, it had a roller coaster that went around everywhere, and it had roller coasters around all the Pokemon stuff. And then one day, so the PlayStation crashed, and it took all the files with it. It still hurts.
You see, if that was me, I'd never play that game ever again. I did that. I couldn't do it.
For like 2 months, and then I had a bit of a withdrawal symptoms, so I had to go back and play it. And I just thought, just start again. And this world, I'll admit, it's not as good as the other one. It's good, but it's not as good as the other one.
Oh wow. Okay.
It still hurts me till today.
Fair enough. So my most fun playing this year game is again Zelda Breath of the Wild, just because I've played over 150 hours of that game. I absolutely love it. There's still so much to explore, and when I kind of think about 2017, I think about just coming home, turning it on for 10, 20, 30 minutes, and just finding a few more like discoveries and just having a good time. So when I think about 2017, I think about just that, and it was Switch's first game, and it was just a great start for that system, and to me, just amazing. And even though even towards the middle of the year, I didn't play it as much because I'd obviously finished the main story and I went on to other games. When I came back to it because the new DLC came out, things like that, it just reminded me of how much I love that game.
Yeah.
And it really is, like, to me, fantastic game. Okay, so award number 3 is best PS4 game.
Okay.
So my best PS4 game of this year was Horizon Zero Dawn. I absolutely love the developer behind it. They made Killzone and things like that, and I always loved them. And for them to make something brand new like this, and it's just so crazy. And if it was just, it kind of perfected the open world genre, and then Zelda came along and then mixed it all up again. But it's just such a polished, great, amazing game. Graphics are just superb. It really showed off the PS4 Pro's potential as well. And it's had lots of fun playing that, and I'm determined to beat that before the end of the year.
Okay.
So that's for me. What about you? What is your...
Mine would have to be Destiny 2.
Destiny 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Has to be Destiny 2. Only because I didn't get into the first one because I didn't like it, but the second one I've actually gone, and that just took time, and got through all the bits that I hated in the first one, and just like I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so we're gonna team up on this game, Matthew. But I'm surprised how far you got into it after the first one. You played it for like half an hour and you're like, oh.
Yeah, no, I don't like this one.
Yeah. Cool. So number 4 is best Xbox game of the year. What is your best Xbox game?
It's Forza.
Forza.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my Forza.
Still loving it.
Yeah, yeah. Only because I think that's one of the main, or the only ones I've actually played on the Xbox.
Fair enough. Xbox had a bit of a rocky year. They've not had loads, but for me, best Xbox game, no doubt, Cuphead again. What a game! And it really saved Xbox's year. I think if they didn't have this, which really is an indie game, which is a crazy thing about it, and they literally saved Xbox. I think if this game wasn't on it, you've literally got Forza 7 and you've got Halo Wars 2, and Halo Wars 2 didn't even sell that well. So I think they would have struggled if it wasn't for Cuphead, but there you go. And it was the same at the actual Game Awards as well. Like, it was literally one of the only Xbox games that was got anything. Number 5, best Switch game. I will go first because of how much I love the Switch. And it is, of course. So, I mean, even in my top, this is the crazy thing, in my top 5 games of the year, there's 3 of those are Switch games. So you got Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2 and Breath of the Wild. And to me, Breath of the Wild just takes it. And it's really sad for Mario Odyssey because it deserves so many awards, but just coming out the same year as Breath of the Wild. What can you do? But yeah, best Switch game for me, absolutely Breath of the Wild. And I think if you have a Switch, if you don't have this game, I don't even understand why you've got a Switch. Throwing that out right now. What about you?
Mine was Mario Kart. See?
Mario Kart 8.
I absolutely love a bit of Mario Kart.
I feel like everybody does. I never met a person who doesn't.
Like, I mean, I'd play that. I could play that game 24/7 and be happy.
Yeah, it's crazy as well because it's like, again, it is literally like the pinnacle of Mario Kart. That Mario Kart 8 with like all the upside down craziness and stuff. Again, just coming out the same year as Mario Odyssey. It's just too much, isn't it? Too much competition. Yeah. But yeah, definitely. Like, again, that's just one that if you got a Switch, like, you gotta get it. You just gotta get it. Okay, best 3DS game. I don't know if you've put one for this because I don't think you've ever picked up a 3DS before.
I've had a 3DS. I didn't like it though.
Okay, so for me, it makes me so happy to be able to say this, but a Metroid game has finally come back and stole the show, and that is Metroid Samus Returns. Like, I think right at the end of the 3DS, cycle, 3DS is nearly over. And for this to come out right at the end, like, it's one of the best 3DS games ever made. So good. Metroid Samus Returns is literally the return of Metroid. We're going to be getting a Metroid Prime on the Switch. I say soon, it's probably not going to be for years, but we know it's coming. I'm a massive Metroid fan, so happy it turned out so well. So there you go. Samus Returns takes best 3DS game. Number 7, best mobile game. Go on, Jodie. What is best mobile game?
Oh, it's cooking crazy, isn't it?
So
I don't even need to ask that question. I love this game. Absolutely love it. I've not played it for about 2 weeks, but I absolutely love it. Like, that is the one game that has constantly kept me going.
And it keeps coming up in every single episode.
I know. We're going to be on like episode 150 and it's still going to be there.
Oh my gosh. So there you go.
I'm going to start getting things to put on the desk.
And I assume if it had to come out, if it was for the award as what came out this year, it would probably be Animal Crossing, right? So
yeah, definitely.
Cool. So for me, this is a difficult one because it was between Mario Run and Animal Crossing. And I think Nintendo's done a good job this year.
Yeah.
But I had to give it to Animal Crossing. I think it was more built around... It's free, which some people had a problem with Super Mario Run, because you had to pay full price for it at the start. But I think it's good for connecting with other people, and it's been a good little pastime. But yeah, enjoyed it. I actually dropped off really soon. Like, I played the game for about 2 days and I just dropped off the face of it. And then the Christmas thing came on, and then my wife started playing it, and I had to beat her. I had to beat her. She already took over you on Cooking Craze out of nowhere, and she was coming for me on Animal Crossing, and I was having none of it, so I've been playing to keep it up. But the thing is, she won't tell me when she's playing it. She's like secretly building up a level. Terrible. Okay, number 8. Now, this is an interesting award. So this is Platform of the Year. So this can be Xbox, PS4, Nintendo Switch, 3DS, PlayStation Vita, mobile, PC.
Okay.
PC, so PC's good in your own way. We don't need a load of people hating on us because we don't are obsessed with PC. But basically, this award is Platform of the Year, so it's basically what platform we think has done the best this year. So that is in terms of game releases, third party or first party. And just which one we think has done the best this year. So Jodie, take us away. Which is your platform of the year?
Oh, it'd be Switch, wouldn't it? Like, it's just done the best out of all. Like, I only play PlayStation at the minute, but the Switch just absolutely tore everything apart.
Yeah. So for me, this was a bit more of a difficult one because I think Xbox was out of it straight away, which is really disappointing. But like, they just did not have the games this year, and they've really struggled. But even with the release of the Xbox One X, like, it's great, but it's just not brought it back for them. So it's between PS4 really and the Switch for me. I think PC's fine, but again, most of the games that I would want to play are on other systems anyway. So to me, the reason it's difficult is because they have really strong third-party support on PlayStation, and they do have some good first-party games. Like, they had a brand new Uncharted Lost Legacy out this year, which was great. They had Horizon. Then you've also got like third-party games like Destiny and things like that. But to me, Nintendo has had that as well. It's not got all the same games, but it's had a lot of third-party support. And then just every single month, consistently, there is just an incredible game out. Every single month. And I just can't believe we're living in a time where in 1 year we've got a 10 out of 10 Zelda game, a 10 out of 10 Mario Odyssey game. I'd argue a 10 out of 10 Mario Kart game. You've got new stuff like Splatoon 2, ARMS, I'm trying to think what else. Like, there's just so much that's just on there, and you just literally can't keep up with it.
That's wrong.
So to me, Switch just knocked it out of the park this year, and it's just I never would have expected that if you said that at the start, because the presentation at the start of the year where they were like unveiling the games, it was shocking.
Yeah, it's been like that for like most of the things that they've done, like, you know.
They've done terrible for like 10, 15 years. Like, it's been rough being a Nintendo fan. I dropped off the Wii U, like, literally got in a Rocket League car and drove straight off the cliff. But I just can't believe it. But the thing they've done so well is they've not been giving you too much information. So, like, we were told that basically there was a new Mario game coming out at the end of the year. We were going to get Zelda Day 1, which was technically a Wii U port.
Yeah.
And you were going to get 1-2 Switch. And then Mario Kart was coming some point after, and maybe Splatoon 2. But like, that was it, and it was just like, are you serious? That's your plans for the year? But like, they've been holding it back, so every month they can go, here's this other new game's coming out that you didn't know about. And they've even gone so far as like, they'll tell you on the week, oh, by the way, this game's coming out that you really wanted. Like Rocket League, we were all waiting for it, and then it was like, oh, by the way, it's coming out next week. It's like, what? So they've been good not to, because a lot of the time these days they give game announcements out and you don't hear from it again for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like
I think it's good what they've done.
So I mean, next year all we know about is in February there's Bayonetta 1 and 2 coming out on Switch, and that's it. We don't know what else there is. We know there's a Fire Emblem game, which is really exciting, but that's it. And I'm like, what else is coming? But I trust them now that they're gonna nail it. So I'm excited. They've got me back. Nintendo has won me back, which is evident by my Amiibo collection. That never went away. That was never in.
No.
As soon as Amiibos came out.
He's just put up 3 new shelves, guys, for more that to come out.
Technically, it's 6 new shelves. Just join them together.
Oh.
We'll give you an Amiibo tour one day,
point.
because I am one Amiibo away from completing my collection.
So if you're an Amiibo fan, you know
oh boy.
what is going on in the office.
Absolutely. So we've got 3 special awards. Okay. So we've got the first of our 3 special awards is biggest surprise of the year.
Okay.
So did you get one for that? No?
No, I didn't.
So we added these in later because I thought this would be a nice little... It's kind of a shout out to games that maybe we won't get the big awards. But to me, the biggest surprise of the year, hands down, was Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. when the initial screenshot got accidentally put out there, everyone was so angry. Mario had a gun, which was just like people just couldn't handle. Everyone hates the rabbits, although I don't mind them so much.
I hate the rabbits.
But everyone hated the rabbids, and it just the screenshot was like, oh, it's bad times. Like people are gonna hate this. Like, what is it? A third-person shooter Mario game? Like, what the heck is that? And they got so much hate, and you actually hear the story of the developers, like when it got leaked and all this hate started coming out, they were literally depressed, like people were crying because they poured their heart and souls into this game. But then at E3 they showed it off, and I've never seen such a massive reverse in like public opinion before. Like everybody was like, this game looks incredible. It was a strategy game, like in the same vein as like XCOM, which is like the pinnacle of real-time strategy games, but like I say real-time, just strategy games, but and it just turned into this, like everybody loved it, absolutely loved it, and it came out and it just blew me away. And again, like if this was in a year that wasn't Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, they could be getting all the awards, you know what I mean? So absolutely incredible, and it's really hard, but yeah, so to me it was just a absolutely massive surprise. Totally deserves something, and I can't believe that it even got at the Game Awards. It beat XCOM and got actually Strategy Game of the Year. I was like, what? Absolutely crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna have to pause because I pulled the wire out again. I need to stop it. I can't help it. Okay, so our next one of our special awards before we get to our final Game of the Year award is biggest disappointment of the year. So what I'll do is I'll give you the three nominations for biggest disappointment. You can tell me which one, in your opinion,
is the biggest one.
So number one is Mass Effect Andromeda. So Mass Effect is this franchise that's just so highly regarded that like people's expectations of this game was like through the roof.
Yeah.
And it did not turn out the way people wanted. The facial animations was a massive thing that people had a problem with. It just looked weird. But it was that bad. It went that bad that the studio got shut down after they made this game.
Oh dear.
So they all got disbanded and got put in other teams. But it was bad. It went bad.
I bet.
So there's Mass Effect Andromeda. So that's the start of the year. Next is 1-2 Switch. And it's weird to say this biggest disappointment because I never had hope for this game, full stop. But like this was Nintendo's chat. This is why, like to me, I was like, Nintendo is literally throwing this down. They had this incredible console and 1-2 Switch just.
Do you know what though?
Stresses me out.
As soon as he announced that 1-2 Switch was coming out, I automatically went back to the Wii Sports and I was like, it's gonna be really bad. But Wii Sports was good.
Wii Sports sold hundreds.
Yeah, no, it was good. I mean, it was good, but it just took me back to that moment, and I was thinking, if you're not a massive Nintendo fan, you're not going to be bothered.
But that was the thing. It was like we had Wii Sports, which was like the perfect motion control game.
Yeah.
To get, I'd say perfect in that everybody enjoyed it. But I'm like, this like people wanted Nintendo to get away from that sort of thing now. Like it was done. And I was like, this Switch is all about having that console experience on the go, and it's like they're putting this weird party game in it that nobody wants. But I've probably had 2 or 3 good play sessions of it where I've played it with like my brother or I played it with my wife or some other friends, and we had a good time for about 20 minutes. But some of the, like, I'd say 75% of the mini games on that game are terrible and don't work properly. There's the weird one with the gorilla, you got to go like this in time. I was like, what is going on? So some of it's terrible. But there you go. And then our final disappointment of the year is Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is obviously really recent. We talked about it a lot, but with the loot crates that ruin the game and the multiplayer is just all over the place. Yeah. I think that was a massive, massive disappointment. So which game gets the privilege of taking home the honour of biggest disappointment of the year?
Star Wars.
Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yeah.
Just because I don't like it.
I think it was the same for me.
Crate
just ruined it. But I was so excited for that game, and then my excitement levels just tanked as soon as before it even came out. Okay, so our final award before Game of the Year is number 11, which is Underrated Game of the Year. So my underrated game of the year, so this is basically a game that I think is really good, but then it just doesn't get talked about a lot, or it just didn't get the amount of sales that it needed. And to me, it was Super Mario Run. that game, I just feel I was so angry about this game that I wrote a review on the App Store. You'll go on it and you'll probably find it. But like, it to me, it was they did exactly what they needed to do to get a Mario game on the iPhone and Android now. And it was just, to me, it was exactly what I wanted out of it.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to pay £8 for that game, and people did not want to pay that. And I'm like, again, any other Mario game that comes out, you're paying £35 upwards. Like a 2D Mario game on the 3DS is gonna cost you £35 to £40, and I'm like, £8 for a full Mario game is not a lot to ask. And the multiplayer portion of the game is just really good. Kept me coming back. The new update that they've put up there now added a whole new mode, and it was like really, really good. It was even on sale for £4 and people were still complaining. But like, I got so angry, I went into the reviews and somebody was like, literally said, word for word, they literally said, I don't understand why this game isn't completely free. Nintendo's got loads of money. And I was just like, please Nintendo, just make it free. And I was just like, oh my gosh, yeah, because you know what Nintendo are gonna do? They're just gonna from now on just make all the games they make. They're just gonna put them out for free, and the game they're gonna play is how quickly can we bankrupt our company. Just oh my gosh! So I had to say something at that point. I had to say something, but loads of people were saying the same thing, and I was just like, this is why I hate mobile gaming, because people just have they basically just want everything for free, but then they'll get like games like Clash of Clans and pay hundreds of pounds for gems. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But to me, like, if you've not got this game or you've not played it, you've been put off by the price. I'm like, promise you, you'll enjoy it. And the Toad Rally just keeps you coming back for more. And it's just so good. You can get to build your own little mushroom kingdom. Incredible. So if it's on sale at Christmas, definitely get it. I will be the champion for that game. I think it's awesome. And I've played many an hour on that game. So finally, it is Game of the Year time. So what we're going to do, I'm going to say what my number one game of the year is. You're going to say what your number one game is. And Mike, who will be joining us next year on the show, which is exciting. I say that, he's not actually confirmed, but he will. I have decided that he will. So Mike has been the deciding vote because we would just argue non-stop for the whole thing.
It's true.
So, Jodie, this is the moment. What is your game of the year?
My game of the year, Tim,
Here we go.
would be
I'm ready.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot, the n-sane
Yeah.
trilogy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a really good choice.
It is.
Good choice. And I almost even forgot it came out this year, but when I got that game, I just
brought all the childhood back, and
it's just good. And the graphics are actually really good. PS4 Pro enhanced as well.
Yeah, there you go.
So which which Crash Bandicoot is your Crash Bandicoot game? Is it 1, 2 or 3?
I think it's been that long since I've played it. It's the one where you can ride around on the motorbike and on the tiger's back. So number 3. And I absolutely love that one.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that one. But my absolute Crash Bandicoot game is number 2. And that is because when we got our PS1 for Christmas, it was like the best thing ever. We got given, so I got some, I'm pretty sure I got some, oh no, my sister got V-Rally, which I don't know why she got it. So we all got a game each, got given to us with this PS1 that we get to share. So my sister got V-Rally, my brother got, I feel like he got Crash Bandicoot 2, and I got Spyro. I feel like that's what we got.
Spyro's boss.
Oh my gosh.
Spyro's
that first game, don't even get me started. This is why everybody, now the Crash Bandicoot ones come out, everybody wants to remaster Spyro.
I would be, day one, I'd be there for the Spyro.
Yeah. But we got Crash Bandicoot 2, and we literally played it non-stop, so I literally know that game inside out.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. So good. My game of the year.
What is your game to me?
It is a difficult one, but not really. Again, I think if Mario Odyssey had been in another year, it would be hands down.
We all know what
hands
this is
down.
before it even gets
But it is absolutely Zelda Breath of the Wild. To me, it's not just game of the year, it is game of the century. I'm like, it is my absolute favourite game of the year. And I feel like when you've grown up with games or whatever, and I think like there'll be kids now that are growing up, and they'll have their favourite game will be a game that's out now, and in the future it'll never change. And I think I never thought that my game of the year, my favourite game of all time would ever change. To me, it was always going to be like Metroid Prime. I love that game so much, but like, again, I've just grown up with that, and that I have fond memories, and I don't think I would ever change that. But Breath of the Wild just like absolutely blew my mind this year. It completely redefined the open world genre. Like, I don't even care if you don't like Zelda, like, it is the perfect open world game. It is literally delivers on that promise of just go anywhere, do whatever you want. You're not funneled into going to certain places. You can literally go and do whatever stuff you want in whatever order you want. Gives you all the tools to do everything. It's not like you have to wait till 100 hours into the game to be able to go somewhere. You can go immediately straight to the final boss if you want to. You'll get battered, but you can literally go straight off the start and just walk straight into the final boss. And it's just, every time I just go on there, the music, the graphics, the story, I love everything about it. And I could talk about this game for another 100 hours on the show right now. But then Jodie would have to edit it also.
We're not going to do that. But
it's just so good. You even get like wild horses that you get to tame. Oh my gosh, just everything I want. Oh, Jodie. Oh, Jodie. So, our 2 nominations out of our 10, we've whittled it down to 2, is Crash Bandicoot the n-sane trilogy, Zelda Breath of the Wild. So it's down to Mike to make the final choice. And I can confirm. It's Zelda Breath of the Wild. Takes home the gold. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Here it comes! You must save her, my daughter.